First of all, I am a collaborator in this vision. I have two people with me. One is Mr. Wilfred Brown, and the other one is Ms. Gersha Chattermay. And we really saw the need to be able to have something that we can assist our youths. A lot of times there are events that are for the younger ones or even for the young adults, but that in-between bracket on many occasions is somehow left behind. So the need was there, and we wanted to do as much as possible to be able to empower them, get them self-motivated and pushing towards their dreams. And that's how this came about, which is under MyL, which is motivating youths, impacting lives. And our aim is to really help our students, our younger generation, to become self-motivated, pushing towards their dreams, understanding that there are obstacles that will come up, but not allowing those obstacles to hinder their progress. Failure is not failure until you give up. So failure is just another step that you can take to be able to build yourself up to the next level and not do that same thing again. So this workshop, which hopefully will be the first of many, is really geared towards our high schoolers. So we are inviting high schoolers anywhere between the ages of, as long as you're in high school. And then we
call them the Gen Zers?
The Gen,
One for the high
these
schoolers,
names.
which is between 12, I believe,
12
and 18?
18, yes. So for what we're doing, they can also be in CAPE or IB to be able to attend. So they can be in that associate level stream, and they will be able to attend as well. So we have different professionals within the community that have a heart for youths, that have volunteered their time to be able to come out and be a part of what we're doing. So we have professionals in their fields, but professionals more so that have a love for our youth. And they have decided that they're going to come in and they're going to offer their time. So we'll be talking about wellness, we'll be talking about motivation, walking away from peer pressure, what to do when peer pressure comes up, how to have conflict resolutions, and things that we know that they're dealing with on a daily basis, and things that they may speak more freely to us during a panel discussion than they would probably their parents. But we want to make the discussion open. We want to open the discussion so that they can make sure that they get it out in a wholesome environment, but also in a way that would be able to help them instead of tearing them down. And we also have what's called, we call them community drop-ins. And this is the first that we're doing this part. This is for persons within our community that we call movers and shakers. They're doing things within our community. They're achieving their goals and want to share some of the tips that they've done to be able to overcome any obstacles that came their way. We all have obstacles, but the idea of it is not to give up when they happen. So the event is taking place at the Bel Air Community Center on March 23rd.
Which is this Saturday?
This Saturday from 9 until 3:30. Now registration starts at 8:30. We want them to get in there, get themselves settled, grab something to drink so that we can go straight into what it is. It's a jam-packed day. So when they leave...
Is there a fee?
Yes. There's a $25 registration fee which covers their snacks and which covers their registration and all the materials that they're going to get. So we are encouraging our parents to really try and get your children out. I know it sounds kind of cliche, but we're encouraging our parents to make that extra step, if possible, to get them there, because some of them are older now, and guess what? They tend to make decisions for themselves. Actually help open them up, actually kind of give them guidance where they probably never thought of it before. That's why we're encouraging our parents to really make that extra step and allow their children to be a part of this event. We've had so far registrations from 11-year-olds up to like 19-year-olds that are coming. So we're excited that the parents have seen that this is something that they need, and the thank yous that are already coming in because we've made this step. I had one parent say, you know what, I'm trying to encourage some other parents to attend, but for some reason, because, don't get me wrong, this is our culture, because Carnival is around the corner, they're seeing fit to really more tend to sway that way. So we're really telling our parents and encouraging our parents to push towards making their children be a part of something that's going to help them.
The ministry's vision for the period 2016-2026 is to meet demands and support the people of St. Martin to become self-confident, resilient, lifelong learners who are creative and critical thinkers. Our mission states that our youth will thrive and reach their full potential to become active citizens with a sense of shared responsibility. We will ensure that there are ample opportunities for the people of St. Martin to become lifelong learners. We will safeguard our cultural identity by protecting and promoting our tangible and intangible heritage. Our citizens will actively participate in sports and other physical activities. Madam Chair, you will see on the following slide key achievements for the Ministry of Education in 2023. These include the finalization of the special needs education policy. The department also supported the presenting of the draft law on higher education to the Central Committee of Parliament. The department also conducted research into a framework for the accreditation of higher education programs, which was consulted upon with various stakeholders, including the University of St. Martin and the American University of the Caribbean. In 2023, the draft law on education supervision was presented to the Council of Advice and is being reviewed by the Council of Advice. The response to the advice to the Council of Advice on the draft National Decree for Study Financing was drafted in 2023 and vetted by the Department of Legal Affairs. Also for the department also facilitated the continued implementation of the Professional Development Program in collaboration with the Division Education Innovations and advised regarding the expansion of the program to include certification in special needs education. In addition, in 2023, the Department of Education conducted research regarding the situational analysis to inform the language in education policy. In regards to the Department of Culture, key achievements was the Culture Creative Industry Forum, the celebrations around Flag Day, Emancipation Day, and St. Martin Day, and the SAGE Awards. With regards to the Department of Youth, we have key achievements in 2023. The increased responsibility of young people with regards to their own development, namely by placing priority in the following two focal areas, by organizing youth-led activities in collaboration with youth stakeholders, and by developing tools in collaboration with stakeholders. The Department of Sports key achievements in 2023 also are the following. In 2023, we finalized 4 research/action plans: child safeguarding guidelines in sports, physical activity in the workplace, a guide and toolkit for employers, utilizing public spaces and physical activity action plan, and 4th, research factors shaping sports participation in youth age from 15 to 24. Also in 2023 for sports, 12 sports were supported through subsidy. We also had 363,163 guilders and 163 and 6 cents issued for sports development. We also had 215,000 was invested in school and grassroots sports program. In 2023 with sports, we also had 480,000 guilders used for facility maintenance. And in 2023, we also had awareness campaigns which highlighted the following. We highlighted athletes, sporting organizations, events, and achievements on government social media platform, hosted a successful health, sports, and culture expo, highlighted legends in softball and awareness, awarded persons in 11 different categories during our annual Brown Pelican Awards. And also we spent 63,491 and 45 was for the awareness campaigns. The Division of Exams. Key achievements in 2023. The EGMA and IGRA project started in August of 2022 in collaboration with the World Bank, NRPB, the Department of Education, and the Division of Education Innovation and the Division of Examinations. The pilot project was administered in November of 2022, and in March 2023, the EGMA, which is the early grade math, and the IGRA, which is the early grade reading assessment, were carried out in all Group 3 of foundation-based education. The cohort that was assessed are the pupils that started Group 1 during the COVID pandemic. The results of the EGMA and the IGRA will be presented to all stakeholders. The traffic is an important subject offered in groups 6 and 7 of foundation-based education. Some of the standards are addressed in different parts of the FBE curriculum. The Ministry of Education, Culture and Sports found it necessary to have a curriculum in place for this very important subject. This curriculum is aimed at ensuring the safety of our children in traffic situations. This marks a historic milestone, as it is the first ever document of its kind in the 73 years history of safety in traffic education in our primary schools. The main objective of the Division of Examination is to ensure that all schools on St. Martin are provided with valid tests and examinations. In 2023, all the required examinations were delivered and administered seamlessly in both primary and secondary education, despite now having all the FTEs filled. This was only possible due to the commitment and the dedication of all staff.
For all of life's twists, turns, and defining moments, RBC is a blend for all of you.
SXM, your social and health insurance is SXM, your social and health insurance is.
Are you SXV insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SXV is cardless. Request your My SXV account today and enter the virtual office of SXV. Go to sxv.sx and sign up now.
SXV, yeah, your social and health insurance is.
Division of Education Innovation, key achievements in 2023. The Division of Education Innovations represents all the Ministry of ECYS of Education, Culture and Sport Trust Fund projects that were executed by the National Recovery Bureau. All correspondence for the Emergency Recovery Project and the Fostering Resilient Learning projects are all channeled through DAE from NRPB, the ministry and their stakeholders. DAE also provides the ministry resilience team and the ministry with the updates and overview of all trust funds projects, not to look. The Division of Finance, the Division Study Financing, key achievements in 2023. We can see the facilitating of study financing and the NEPA student allowances went up to 108 recipients. The Division Study Financing also coordinated and organized information sessions, workshops, and trainings to prepare study financing recipients to live and study abroad. They also control and monitor the study progress and extensions of study financing for 384 existing recipients, which yield 62 graduates. They also continued the development and maintenance of the study financing portal with the addition of 2 new models, namely guidance, counselor, and reporting, and 100% loan extension request. The Division Study Financing also coordinated guidance and supervision for study financing recipients in the Netherlands. The Division Public Education. 2023 was a year of both challenges and significant achievements for the Division Public Education. Digitalization of education projects. We successfully completed the digital board project training after having distributed 1 digital board for every classroom, and every teacher had received a laptop. This was empowering. This was to empower all managers and teachers with the tools they need. Furthermore, we've greatly expanded the Wi-Fi, ensuring that our digital resources are readily available to everyone in the division. When I started, the Wi-Fi was 1 gigahertz up and 10 down. Now it is 20 up and 100 down. Public school security. The installation of security cameras and environmental sensors in all public schools except MLK because they are not finished with the repairs. These sensors are critical as they provide real-time data on air quality, detect vaping, and also smoking. In regards to school repairs, the public school tender for Dr. Martin Luther King School was not only executed but also completed. The Orania School roof has been restored, and every classroom at Orania School is equipped with an air conditioning unit. In regards to improving learning environment, the learning environment is continually being enhanced. We managed to fill several teaching vacancies and introduced a teacher assistant in nearly every class at Prince William Alexander School. This initiative is expanding across the FBE schools, contingent on our budget allowances. When we look at the Division of Inspection, the key achievements in 2023 are as follows. Schools on St. Martin report to the Inspectorate of Education, Culture, Youth, and Sports on a daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly basis. Reporting consists of student numbers, teachers' qualifications, student and teacher absenteeism, exam results, exemptions, suspensions, and expulsions. The Inspectorate of Education has completed and submitted the compulsory education report for the academic year 2021-2022 and 2022-2023, a merged document which was resubmitted in November 2023. The St. Martin Division of Inspection, ECYS, also attended the CAST conference in 2023. When we look at the Student Support Services Division, key achievements in 2023, one of the achievements was the hosting of the Caribbean Safe School Initiative, CSSI, which consists of a ministerial forum and a youth forum. From January 2022, the head of SSSD Division, Mrs. Mussington Service, chaired the regional organizing committee of the CSSI Ministerial Forum. Caribbean ministers of education and high-level education delegates, school safety focal points, high-level UN officers and representatives from organizations such as UNDRR, UNESCO, UNICEF, Caribbean and Latin America, CIDEMA and OECS. When we look at the division, the OECS, Caribbean Development Bank, Latin America Development Bank, and our representatives who all attended. The regional roadmap was updated and a new declaration called the St. Martin Declaration was signed, and St. Martin became the chair of the CSSI until 2025. The general care management meetings were also an achievement of the SSSD. The GCMM are meant not only to share and exchange knowledge relevant to care within schools, but also meant to assist care teams members in the application of the relevant care-related strategies within our respective schools. There are 2 levels of GCMM, elementary and secondary. Also achievement in 2023, the speech screening program. The program is aimed at the identification and prevention of potential speech and language impairment in children from Cycle 1, Group 2. The program began in Ruby La Vega School in 2023. The SEC is to now refer the students who, based on the screening, indicated that they require speech therapy.
Your social and health insurance is your social and health insurances.
Are you SXV insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SXV is cardless. Request your My SXV account today and enter the virtual office of SXV. Go to sxv.sx and sign up now.
SXV, yeah, your social and health insurances.
For all of life's twists, turns, and defining moments, RBC is open for all of you.
So we have the presentation content, we have the key achievement for 2023, the overall comparison with 2024 budget and 2023 budget, the revenue, the expenses, in the policy priorities for 2023, and the highlights in the expected expenditures. So we have the key achievements that were carried out in 2023. We have the one-time increase in the minimum wage. We have the increase in AOV pension. We have the draft amendment of the Civil Code to address the abuse of short-term contracts, which is currently at the SED, the draft tourist tax levy, which is currently at the SED. We hosted the National Job Fair Entrepreneurship Expo. This was actually the largest held. The finalizations of reparations legislations regarding the CPI indexation, dialogue with key stakeholders to complete the SAHA, also known as Atley Care, pilot project on the one-stop employment permit and residence permit in collaboration with Justice, and establishing the GP after-hour clinic. Other key achievements in the community development: basketball court lightings, rims, backboard repair. We did community days whereby we bring the community to the department to the community, whereby you can register for financial aid, social aid, legal aid. We realized that a lot of the people within the community didn't know the assistance offered by government. We did the healthy breakfast programs with the schools. We also secured financing for the mental health project. We had the extension of the home repair program, not one but two. We also did the elderly smart tech training and senior health fair, and also the women's self-defense classes. So here we have an overall comparison of the budget. As you can see, VSA is a ministry that spends over receiving. So we see in 2023, we budgeted 98 million for the budget, and the actuals we used 91 plus million. For 2024, we're budgeting 100 plus million, and whereby you can see the income budgeted was 1.4 million. The actual income was 2 million. And here for 2024, we have around the same amount, a slight decrease of 1.4 million and 62,000 projected for the income. With the revenues, as you can see, we have budgeted, actual, and budgeted for 2024, as we cannot do actuals at the moment. So for fees, you have 75,000 budgeted in 2023. The actual fees were 55,895, and for 2024, again, we have 75 budget. The miscellaneous and other incomes were budgeted at 17,000, and as you can see, the actuals was 0, so we budgeted at 0 for 2024. Work permits, 1.3 million, 49,524, and the actuals was actually 1.9 million, 577. So budgeted, we have 1.3 million, 47,650. Ambulance fees, we had budgeted in 2023 for 40,000, but actuals were 49,987. For 2024, we have it budgeted at 40,000 again. And at the totals, you can see 1.4 million, 81,524 was budgeted for 2023. The actual was 2,016,459. And as you can see, in 2024, we have budgeted 1.4 million, 62,650. Here we have the expenses per category. Personnel expenses, we had budgeted, and as you can see, we increased the budget in 2024. So we went from 12,678,728 to 16 million. So we increased that personnel budget. The subsidies went from 1.1 million to budgeted at 1.5 million in 2024. As you can see, the Social Security and Health Insurance in 2023, we budgeted 35 million, and whereby in 2024, we budgeted 36,265,000. So an increase there. Goods and services, 4.9 million. We increased the budget in 2024 to 9.1 million because the actuals in 2023 were 9.3 million. Total cost for VSA, we see in 2023 budgeted 49,928,291, whereby the actuals was 60,961,918. So in 2024, we budgeted 63,068,114. For sickness insurance for civil servants, you see we have budgeted at 37.5 million. The actuals were equivalent, 37.5 million, so we budgeted the same for 2024, whereby the total expenses in 2024 is 100,568,114.